This scene came out of the blue. I watched it an unhealthy amount of times and I just want to say it is so evident who wrote it. Such an innocent and loving intention from Edward, bringing hot chocolate for a sick Caroline. We just see Edward come in, sit down, and we immediately see the dynamic. We see how caring he is. He checks her temperature, her forehead. He tells her he only had 1 pint, save up some coin for the hot chocolate. Look how excited he is. So proud of himself. Look how happy he is when she's drinking. This scene is beautiful. And he nudges her. I'm gonna be a privateer. We're gonna have so much of this. And she just breaks him. Tells him, oh, my father's a merchant. I've had chocolate many times. Look at the change in her face when she asks him,
have you not?
No.
and encourages him to try it, to drink it. We can see that she really loves him and appreciates him, which is what makes this story so tragic, so beautifully sad. Edward just feels like he's not enough, and that is something I will touch upon a bit later as well.
Just a bit of nausea that won't let go. Have you been at the pub?
She mentions she's nauseous, which I imagine is her being pregnant with Jennifer at this time, and it is such a lovely nod and addition to the existing story. Darby McDevitt uses a simple prop, hot chocolate, to create a clear distinction between Edward and Caroline's respective upbringings, while also showing Edward's desire to prove himself to her, to be appreciated, respected, and treated as her equal. At least that is my understanding of their dynamic in this scene. It is beautifully written and acted, which is something that was sorely missed and is most welcome. And you all know what I'm gonna say, performance capture made this scene what it is. This scene is largely told through facial expressions and body language, and I'm so glad that these moments were performed physically as well as vocally. The way Caroline thoughtfully explains to Edward that she has, in fact, had chocolate before, and his reaction, it speaks 1,000 words.
Edward, my father is a merchant. I've had chocolate many times.
Have you?
He wanted to do a good thing for the woman he loves, to help her, to make her happy. He only had
1 pint to save up some coin so I could bring you this.
It's a big thing to sacrifice. And when we learn that he himself has never even tried chocolate, it shows us that he puts himself last here. He chose her happiness and comfort over his own. That interaction says more than 100 lines of exposition. This is why I was so disappointed, by the way, when I saw those Lucy Baldwin procedural cutscenes last month. Seeing this now gives me such hope that all of these added story moments are being fully performed by actors, because scenes like this remind me exactly why performance capture itself matters. It is the difference between simply understanding what our characters are feeling and actually feeling it with them. Great, believable performances make us connect with the characters. I'm genuinely looking forward to playing the game and experiencing all of these added scenes. Now, somebody might provide an argument that this is very different to Edward from the OG Assassin's Creed 4, which I agree with. He is a lot more caring here compared to the scenes we have in the original. That's even better because I trust it is for a very good reason. I hope we will see Edward go from that which we saw now in Black Flag Resynced to the man who was completely reliant on the dream and ideal life he was sold, desperate to prove he is more, that he matters, that he is capable of having a decent life and respect. If so, his existing story will only get deeper, and as a consequence much more relatable as well. Even now, already, in a smaller way, I have such a similar story of embarking on such a journey. You get sold of this idea of a better future, a life that gives you everything you could ever want. Everything seems perfect. You feel like this is what you need. Now they will respect me. Now they will appreciate me. You feel like you need to prove something, that you matter, that you're enough. But years go by, you do that thing, you grow, you suffer, and eventually you realize you never wanted or needed that thing to begin with. You were enough as you were. You simply had to keep going. Turn a new page and appreciate the experiences that made you who you are. That is what Edward did, and I trust that these new cutscenes and story beats will only add and emphasize how far he came as a person during the game. Caroline loves and appreciates Edward. His mind is elsewhere. His mind is in the Caribbean, but in the original Assassin's Creed 4 we get a very good reason for it. He wants a decent life, but here This scene gives me the impression that he seeks a different life, he seeks appreciation, he seeks being someone, mattering enough, and it is a beautiful addition to the existing story. Hopefully this is the first of many instances of great storytelling returning to Assassin's Creed, because this franchise and its fans deserve nothing less.